Welcome back to Big Nick's Meats and Treats. It's been several weeks since I did a video. You've heard me talk a lot in the videos that I've done with both pork and chicken about Big Nick's Magic Meat Rub. So it turns out I'm allergic to onions and garlic. So a couple years ago I decided to toy around with making my own rub so I wouldn't get sick from onions and garlic. So I'm going to go over what's in Big Nick's Magic Meat Rub. We're going to start off with 2 tablespoons of kosher salt, 2 tablespoons of coarse ground black pepper, a teaspoon and a quarter of smoked paprika, a teaspoon of chipotle powder, a teaspoon of brown sugar. And when it comes to brown sugar, I use this product called Domino's brown sugar. It's dried brown sugar. If you use brown sugar that you would buy in the store and you put it in your rub, it has moisture to it. So it's just gonna get super clumpy in your shaker. So get this Domino's dried brown sugar. So I use a tablespoon of that. And then I use a 1/4 teaspoon of cayenne. You can add more if you want, but because there's chipotle in here and cayenne, it's gonna get hot quick, so be careful. So this is a 1/4 teaspoon of cayenne, and then I use a teaspoon of dried cumin. When you get it in the shaker, now it's gonna look a little bit like a dessert, all different colors and layers. Every time you use the rub, you're gonna wanna shake it up and mix it up real good, because everything is a little bit different size and a little bit different weight, and it will settle in layers like that if you don't mix it up. So when I store this, after I mix it up, I take a piece of saran wrap and I put it on top of the shaker and then put the lid on. That'll keep it fresh, and that allows me to shake it vigorously and get it all mixed up. I'm gonna do bone-in chicken thighs tonight, and we're gonna use Big Nick's Magic Meat Rub, so I'll get back to you in a minute. All right, like I mentioned earlier, I'm gonna do bone-in chicken thighs tonight. I always do bone-in, skin on, because boneless, skinless chicken sucks. So I'm doing bone-in, skin on chicken. It gives a lot more flavor. I like the thighs because they're have a good fat content. They're nice and juicy when they're all done. So like with a spatchcock chicken and chicken wings that I did earlier, I'm gonna start off by taking a paper towel and getting the skin as dry as I can on the outside. If you get that skin nice and dry, it'll crisp up better. So you want to get it as dry as you can with a paper towel. Okay, the next thing, secrets, keys to the kingdom. We talked about this before. Pam cooking spray. Get a nice liberal coat on the skin of the chicken, because that's what's going to make it crispy. And everybody loves crispy chicken skin. It's like a chicken potato chip, baby. Get that Pam on there. Don't be scared of it. We made our Big Nick's Magic Meat Rub earlier, so now I'm going to put that on there nice and liberally. And the Pam also gives the rub something to stick to. Nice, good flavor in there. Okay, put that on there, and I'm going to put those on the smoker. If you want to do smoke, do them at about 225 for 15 or 20 minutes, then crank it up to 400, and they'll take about 45 to 50 minutes to get done. I'm just going to put them on right now at 400, and it'll probably take about 45 minutes or so. You want an internal temperature of 165. All right, so I'm going to put those on, and we'll get back to you in about 45 minutes. Well, the chicken took closer to an hour. I got a temp of about 175. You want 165 minimum. 175 is perfectly fine for dark meat. That would be a little too overcooked on white meat. They're nice and brown and crispy. I'm going to let them sit here for a few minutes. When I do the chicken, I do it on a foil covered cookie sheet with cooling racks. The good thing about that is the smoker doesn't get super messy. The bad thing is all that grease that's on top of that cookie sheet, and when you're carrying it in, you got boiling hot grease that's super easy to spill. So I just recently got these barbecue gloves from Grilla Grills. Tried them out tonight. They work really good, and you can't even feel the heat through it. and I didn't get any grease on me or anything else. So that was a good investment there. So we're gonna let these sit for a few minutes and then we're gonna dig in. Until next time, watch me work, baby. Watch me work.